And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to Waffle Board Breaks. How you doing? This is a rare Friday break because we had a 2-day fill on the Waffle Board Breaks Facebook fill this week. So we did one earlier on Tuesday, and then, of course, the one on Thursday took 2 days to fill, which can happen. Like I said, some people missed the post on Thursday, and they grabbed some spots on Friday, which is not a problem. Obviously, I discounted them later this afternoon. And then, of course, most of them all got pretty much scooped up. I don't think we have anything left. Yeah, exactly. Nick looking for some closer mojo. Grabbed our final spot, which is the Darnell Nurse. It's a very nice Diaz alternate. That electric blue, whatever it is for the Oilers with the bright orange and the dark blue. So that's everything is sold. So no spots available. So not going to take too long before we get to the box tonight. Just want to give some updated announcements. This Sunday, those spots are live for the double box. That will be the last double box we do on eBay for a couple weeks. Right now I'm short on reload jerseys. We'll be down to 29 after we break on Sunday. So after the double box on Sunday, we're down to 29 boxes. I'm going to do one next Wednesday, which will be midweek, just one box next Wednesday. And then I might do another box the following Wednesday. That way we don't have an empty week. The way the hockey schedule falls, Saturday, September 19th is the first preseason game, so we're getting there. We're less than a month away from preseason game starts. We're absolutely a month away from the season starting. Of course, that would be Tuesday, September 29th is the opening night games. So we definitely, I believe that'll be the 2 days after our reload. That'll be probably our next double box break will be the 27th. Is that how it works? No, maybe be the 21st. 20th, rather. 20th. It might be the week before that. I have to look at the calendar and I see how everything fills. Obviously, this Sunday, of course, is going to be the 2nd. So maybe that works. Is it the 2nd or the 1st? I didn't even look at the calendar. I have to figure out how that works. So the 17th would be how does that work? 17th is a preseason start, so we won't have any breaks that week. And I think might be the week before the regular season opens. Obviously, this week we have the double box on Sunday. Of course, eBay spots are live. Then the next 2 Sundays we will not be breaking. I know eBay's been rough for me the last month or so. We only had about 10 or 11 spots got claimed. So we're going to do just claim boxes the Wednesday. I think probably both Wednesdays. That'll get us down to, I think, 27 or 26 boxes, depending if we can hit 17 or not, which is still our trigger box. But other than that, like I said, we'll just have a couple weeks of no breaks, and then we're going to come back strong with the reload. Like I said, I dropped off a box to JSA today with 9 jerseys in it, 8 of which are targeted for the reload. One of them is for myself. So 9 jerseys went out to GSA today. Some serious monsters are in there, so I can't wait to get them back and get ready to show them off with the pictures for you guys. So that's going to be fun for the next reload. But that's right now I have that would give me, I think, 13 at least for the next reload. Got a couple more of my eyes on, and then a couple more I hope to pick up before then. That should get me clear, well, the 13 or 14 that we need for a reload. But it'll give me a couple weeks to do that, just to gather things up, especially been working pretty regularly the next couple weeks. So it's going to be tough for me to spend as much time hunting, especially with the prices having gone up pretty much across the board. It's getting tougher for me to find, cost-effective jerseys that are quality as it is. Like I said, the 8 that I found, some of the prices were really reasonable, but I'm paying about $30 a jersey on average to get them COA'd from JSA. I think 25 is usually the charge plus shipping. So you're looking, if you average it out, if you send in, a half dozen or so, it usually comes out to about 30 or so. So whatever the cost of your jersey is to buy, then you're factoring an extra $30 for COA for you guys, because I'm not going to put anything in there that I'm not comfortable with, and confident that the COA is legit. JSA hasn't done us wrong. They've I don't think they've ever rejected anything I've submitted. So I mean, I think in the past with stuff I've sent to them years and years ago, I think I had a couple of rejections, but none of these jerseys I've sent have had an issue. So that's going to be fine for reload. So I have at least 13 or so, and I'm still, targeting stuff here and there to add to that batch. So it could be a really big batch, which would be nice right around opening day, of course. Get us up to around 40 boxes, maybe a couple more. So that'll be good for me and you guys. Obviously, the odds are still real good. You don't find much better odds anywhere we go. You guys know, especially when we break, whether it's Nick on Whatnot, who's been breaking great lately. He has to do invite only shows now on Whatnot, but still got a pretty loyal room. He did 4 boxes on Thursday. I think he had 3 on Tuesday. So that was a pretty good week of Whatnot for him. Daryl, of course, does a couple boxes a week, a couple breaks at least, depending if it's a single box or not. He filled up today's really quickly, within a half hour. He's down 46 boxes for the box that will open on Monday. So the way his schedule works, he usually gets about 2 breaks per weekend, whether they're single boxes or multiple boxes. But of course, Big Al's doing the East Coast stuff over there. He hit on was it Thursday? Thursday he hit the Connor Bedard came out. It was Connor night. Connor Zari, and Connor Bedard. So weird to see 2 Connors. Though there's Kyle Connors, there's Connor Hellebucks, and there's all kinds of Connors in the world right now. It's just that age group. There's a lot of Connors. So Connor Zari, and Connor Bedard came out on Thursday. I was not in that break, and some of you guys are. So, of course, he has, I don't know, he's got 8 boxes left in the series before he orders more. Still 2 community hits, the Bobby Orr and the McDavid, I believe. So there's some really, really nice spots to still be hit in those East Coast boxes. So we'll see how they go. But like I said, that's, Big Al's been hitting here, been hitting there. Speaking of which, I have a stack of boxes upstairs that will be shipped out most likely tomorrow morning. I think Big Al's in that stack. Got a couple other. Justin W. hit his Rudy. Dale and Daryl both have a box to ship out. The freebies too. Thomas M. and Greg K. both have a box going out to your package going out to you guys. So congratulations again. We had a fun night on Tuesday. Obviously, we opened up. I made half the boxes trigger boxes. If anybody didn't watch, that was fun. I did it ahead of time. I could figure out what it would be. Like I said, who knows? That second box is going to be whatever comes out, but those first 17, I figured, okay, these are all going to be trigger boxes. So that was fun. We've never done anything like that. I've never seen anything like that on any other breaker. So it was fun to jump in. I started just circling names, and I got close to like 15, 16. I was like, you know what? Let's go for the full half of the boxes. We had 34 boxes, and we decided to make half of them trigger boxes. And boom, we hit one box was the Grubauer Seattle Kraken versus Retro Fanatics 2.0, and then of course we opened the free box, and that went to Daryl. Hit the Larry Robinson, legendary Hall of Fame defenseman and front office guy, from Montreal, and then it was the LA Kings. We hit all 3 black LA Kings jerseys that I had acquired for the reload, and they all came out in 6 boxes, which is pretty crazy. It's been pretty varied, the winners, so we don't have anybody on a real heater right now. I know Brett got a little hot. Nick was hot for a little while before that. Daryl's been somewhat warm, but some of you guys are looking to start hitting multiple times over a couple week stretch. Would be nice. So good luck to all you guys. Like I said, I'm not rooting for or against anybody. I do like when it gets varied up. At the same time, I do appreciate a nice heater. So if you guys could get hot or stay hot, that'd always be nice. Like I said, we're doing less breaks right now. We're doing today's box, and then we're doing the double on Sunday and next Wednesday. And then if it doesn't fill, we got to fill it on Thursday. But at least I'll have I'll work up the spot price preview hopefully after we break on Sunday, and then I'll get that up for that'll be just one box next week. Obviously, we'll be down to the upper 20s, and that gets not cost effective for me, even though the odds are even crazy good for you guys, but that's as good as you're going to find them. So in my best interest, I decided to call a halt right now to the double boxes on eBay. Hopefully, after 2 weeks off from eBay, we could drop them back in there with the reload the first night, and everything will run smooth. Of course, spot prices will be cheaper when you get the reload in there. I expect that, but if we get loud and sold, I don't mind posting the unsolds on Facebook afterwards. I know you guys have gotten pretty used to that, but I do would like to see some more spots, possibly selling on eBay. We don't have as many regular loyal eBay people only. Obviously, Ron seems to be taking a break mostly, and then we even lost Ryan S. and Shirley Mike A. the last couple weeks. So without them, you're losing 3 of your eBay bidders. And you guys, bid for your target spots, but then I'm left with a bunch of spots to put on Facebook afterwards, which I don't mind because that's just been the norm. But, when you had 36 boxes and then only like 11 or 12 spots got bids, you're talking a third of your spots. 2/3 of them go unsold. It can make for a long run up to the break because you really only have 3 hours or so to get everything else sold. So it's like I said, sometimes it takes a little bit to shake it up. I know with the season coming, we're about a month away from the regulation games on the 29th. We'll get to work up some hunger for some hockey jerseys, which is great. Like I said, I got some nice stuff coming. 3 people we've never seen before, which is always nice to get some real new stuff. And then a couple names we haven't seen in a long time. I'm looking forward to getting my package back from GSA. It's always Christmas when you get a big box like that. I don't think I've ever sent more than 9. I think I've sent 7 or 8 in the past. Maybe that's the most. And then this is a big batch of 9, and it looks like it's going to be more than half of our reload, depending how it goes. But that's going to be fun. Like I said, boxes are here, still in order. 17 is still our trigger box. That's our oldest, of course, right there. And then we have the 4 other single box runs there on the left side. So all 5 of those boxes on the left side are single box runs. Then, of course, we have 5 and 3. Now we've knocked out a bunch from what was that? May? No, June. June's down to just 3 boxes in the run. July still has 8. Those are all the boxes on the right side are the 8 July boxes, and the August reload now has 11. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 5, 3, 8, and 11. So it's pretty varied. Like I said, 32 boxes. You still have about it's going to be from the newest reload, and then 1 in 4 chances from the reload before that, and then pretty much everything else. Then you got 1 in 4 chances going to be from the April or the May or June. You got the May or June reloads stacked in the middle. So it's going to be fun. Like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing who hits tonight. It's going to be fun. But knowing we don't have as many breaks to go before the next reload, these are going to be important pulls with the odds. He said, 132 tonight, which is still real darn good. You're not going to find much better anywhere you go. So it's going to be a fun break. I think we had about 12 people in. We do pretty good with our Facebook. We get about, between 10 or 12 usually, sometimes a little more of some of the guest appearances. We have Greg K in tonight, Nick F, Brett G, and Jake G, father-son. Brett G's been a little hot. Jake's looking to get hot again. Big Al, of course, grabbed a couple unsolds. Ty T stepped in, grabbed a couple. Daryl L, Steve S grabbed, I think just one for the aisles. Everything else was gone before he got in. Larry V's got his spot today that he usually grabs on Sunday. Who else we got? We got Dale. Dale came in, grabbed a couple unsolds. Thomas M, Jake G, like I said. CK grabbed, I think, 2. So like I said, I think 12 different people in the room. So good luck, everybody. Somebody's going to be quite happy. It could be 2 people if we hit 17. Like I said, that's what we've been doing. If 17 is hit, then boom, we open up another box just like that. So that'll be 4 boxes gone in 2 breaks, which is pretty crazy. I think we've had that happen in the past. We've had 2 either double boxes go back to back or really close to each other. But so you don't have any double boxes in right now. 17 is kind of a built-in. 17 triggers another box. So without that, like I said, we'll get going. Let's do the break. Good luck, everybody. And I think Daryl breaks his box that's full on Monday. Big Al, of course, will be breaking East Coast on Monday, and then get over to Nick's if you're not already over on Whatnot. Try to get an invitation from him for his stuff to break on Tuesday and Thursday is his norm. So he's gonna be reloading back up. I don't know, didn't hear exactly what he's putting in, but he usually gets down to the 36s and he'll load in 4 new ones. He's at 40, I think, when he starts. So or maybe 46 and he gets up to 50. I don't remember exactly. So I'm not sure what his total is. So maybe 40, maybe 50. I don't even know. So I think it's 40 actually. So and he got 4 boxes done on Thursday. So good luck to everybody tonight. 1 in 32 box odds. It's going to be fun. Let's get my list up here in my dice roller. Here we go. Let me see anybody that's here live that wants to give a shout out. I didn't see anybody talking yet. So let's get going. Okay, very good. Of course, we know 5 or more on our dice roll, and that's how many we're going to random our boxes and come up with our box that we break. So good luck, everybody, tonight. Everybody in the room, I believe, is hit. Yes, there's no newbies right now. I know you sometimes eBay is usually the best way to filter in some new people, but after this weekend, we'll be taking a break from breaking for 2 weeks on Sundays. Still do a midweek one for you guys, especially with the odds being as good as they are. It'd be nice to get in at least one Facebook box each week, which is easier to do. If 17 hits, that's going to even make it tougher, but we'll see how it goes. So good luck, everybody. 5 or more in our dice roll. See what we got. We got 11 times the list. We had 11 recently. So here we go. Get ready. Strap yourselves in. 11 times the list. Let's do it. 1, 32 boxes. 11 times the list. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and the box we're going to open tonight. Good luck, everybody. It's going to be box number 52. 52 is from the second to last reload. That is with 8 boxes in that run. 52, 11 times, box 52, 11 times, box 52. Okay, very good. Very good. Box 52. Seems like it's been forever since we've been in that run because it's obviously we've been hit. Let's get that box out of there so it's not there for us on Sunday. Box 52. There it is. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, very good. Box 52. Ooh, there we go. There it is on top of the logo. Okay. Box 52. This, of course, will get us down to 31 boxes. Got some nice jerseys in this run. See what comes up. We stayed away a little bit. We haven't had one in a while. Box 52, of course. So good luck, everybody. We got some people in live. Let's see what we got. Good luck, good luck. Where's my lists? Box 52. Okay. Box 52. Okay, good luck, everybody. Box 52. What do you got for us? Oh, this just hit exactly at Nick's on Whatnot. Mike Modano. Very, very nice. Congratulations. Mikey Mo, AJ Sports, COA, Mike Modano on the Stars. Dallas, or Minnesota North Stars, actually. It's not Dallas Stars. Minnesota North Stars. Mikey Mo, AJ Sports, COA with the sticker. And there it is. Beautiful blue ink Madonna AJ's. Mike Madonna. There it is. The Vintage Fanatics. Minnesota North Star. There's your star. There's your 9. No C. Very, very nice. Mike Modano. That's a biggie. Very, very nice. Let's see what that. That's a monster. That's a biggies lately. Hit the Gila floor. Obviously, Luki Robitaille. Mikey Modano tonight. Congratulations. Who stepped in and grabbed that? That is Daryl L. Daryl L. Congratulations. He actually said last night in Nick's room he didn't bid on the spot in Nick's room because he had claimed them in my room. Unbelievable. Back-to-back Mikey Mo's, Nick's room on whatnot, and obviously tonight here. So this would have been broke the exact same night if we filled last night. So there we go. Thursday night at Nick's over on whatnot. Mikey Modano comes out, and tonight's at WAFFLEBOARD Breaks. Congratulations, Daryl, hitting Mikey Mo. Very, very nice. You got El Rob coming, and you got Mikey Mo coming. You've been on fire, sir. Congratulations. I knew you were on fire over at Big House for a while, but it looks like it's just continued over here. Obviously, you whiffed that at Nick's last night and whatnot, but you're here hitting again. El Rob and then Mikey Modano. So you're now back to back. Congratulations, sir. Even though the freebie box, wasn't a claim box. It was the second box we opened. So last Tuesday, obviously on Tuesday night, El Rob was the second jersey we hit. And Mike Modano on Thursday night. So you're now back to back looking for the turkey. If you can hit the first box on Sunday, you got a turkey, sir. So there we go. Mike Modano, nice stitched up blue ink SIG, AJ Sports COA, as clean and good as you can get in the business. Vintage Fanatics, of course. No fight strap. Vintage Fanatics, Minnesota North Star styling. Very good. Congratulations. I love seeing that finally come out. I know you've been chasing that. A couple people I think have been chasing that as well. So very nice. You just step in and grab that. Obviously there's some pretty big jerseys in that run. So 1 in 8 chance Mikey Modano comes out tonight. Very, very nice. Of course, I'll end it on eBay. I didn't see if it had any spots yet, but of course, I'll take it down. And of course, it won't be there next week as well when you do our Facebook claim. But like I said, make sure you guys check it out. This is the last double box for a couple of weeks off. And then we'll be back right before the NHL regular season starts. We will be doing a Facebook claim post on the midweek, on the Wednesday nights. So this week, a double box on Sunday, Facebook box on Wednesday, and then the week after, just a Facebook claim box on Wednesday. Let's get us down to, I believe, like 27 boxes, which is about as low as I want to get to comfortably. Obviously, if 17 hits, that throws the numbers off even more. But congratulations, very good. Sorry for everybody that did not hit. Of course, 1 in 31, 1 in 31, 1 in 30 will be our box odds on Sunday. So you guys will get at it. I look forward to seeing the bids, seeing the battles. Obviously, the odds are as good as you're going to find. I can't wait to see what we hit. You guys deserve them for the chases, for the long fights for these spots and these monster jerseys coming out. Gila Floor, huge spot. El Rob, great spot. Obviously, the Mike Modano coming out as well. So thank you, everybody, for continued love and support. Like I said, I don't mind at all. It took an extra day to fill. I'm available to break any of these weeknights. And, we did great. And you guys did a good job getting everything filled up. And I look forward to seeing you back here on Sunday. And then, of course, next week, just Wednesday night next week, if anybody's got the sound on, just Wednesday night Facebook claim next week. And this is the last double box Sunday for 2 weeks off. So that's what it'll be. And then we'll be back right before the season starts. So thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. Congratulations again, Dale. You got 2 coming your way. I was going to hold off. You said hold off because you weren't sure we're going to get over to the border to your mailbox, but I'm going to send these both out. I don't want them sitting up to my room, but I'll ship these out tomorrow morning so you can get over sometime next week if you want to pick them up. So congratulations again. Thank you, everybody, for continued love and support. WAFFLEBOARD Breaks keeps doing it. Keep chasing. Keep breaking. I will see you guys Sunday night. Take care, everybody. Thank you very much.